Hello everyone, this is Super Comic Girl. Welcome back to my channel. So on this channel I do comic book hauls, comic reviews, and so much more. So this is comic review number 13, and for those people that don't know what I do, if I get a huge stack of comics, I will review 5 comics each video, so that it doesn't end up turning into an hour or 2 hour long video. So these are the 5 that I am reviewing. So yeah. So the first one is going to be Venom issue number 12. Now the reason that I got this issue is because it is supposed to tie in with the dark web. Now I know a lot of people are like sick and tired of the Axe Judgment Day and everything, and yeah. So I hadn't bought a Venom issue since Venom Lethal Protector, and I really did enjoy that series. I'm still working on getting the issue that I actually don't have, and I forgot what issue it is. But so this is issue number 12, and first of all I want to say I really do like the cover art for this issue. It has like these 2 Venoms in there. Yeah. So I really didn't know what to expect from this particular series. I had been hearing, from one person it's a really great series, from another person it's a really bad series. I really didn't know what to expect, and I was literally on the fence to if I was even should get issue number 12. But since it is tied in, or it is supposed to be tied in with the dark web, I decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy it and see, how good it is. So this is just so it's Venom World Part 2. I actually will get Venom issue number 11 to read Venom World Part 1, so I understand what happened in the second one, or get a better understanding of the second one. So Eddie is fighting his son, and I'm gonna say this. I really do like the idea that Eddie has a son. I think it's really a really cool idea that Eddie managed to father a son, despite all of the issues that he was having. So here's some interior artwork. So I will admit that there were some parts of it that were boring, that just did not hold my interest. However, I really like the new Venom. He's really cool. And it's kind of weird. He has these chains on him, which is bizarre. I don't know the deal with this yellow guy. Yellow black guy, I don't know. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I was reading this as like a cage or something like that, which is interesting. But yeah, it's just just a weird issue. And yeah. Just like I said, I have very limited experience with Venom. And so I am a little bit lost in this issue. Mainly I think it's because it's issue 12 and I'm not read the other 11 issues. So I'm going to make it my goal to actually get the other 11 issues. But overall, it did pique my interest, and I definitely am going to pick up Venom issue number 13. Yeah, so when it comes out, expect it to be among my pile of comics. But I am going to go back and get the other issues so that I can understand what the heck was going on in issue 12. But overall, got me interested in getting another issue, so I'm going to give it 5 stars. And I just want to see what happens with his son. Okay, so this is the new Champion of Shazam, issue number 3 of 4, which I'm going to tell you something. I am kind of iffy on this particular issue. I mean, I'm not saying it was a bad issue. I'm just saying that it wasn't as good as the other 2 issues. So you have Mary, who's trying to figure out what is going on, why are these people why these people are disappearing, and everything, and so she's kind of like investigating, which is interesting. Her adopted little sister is trying to keep her from reading the comments. It's like, don't ever say that to someone, because they're going to find a way to read those comments. There were, like with Venom, there were parts of the comic that I just basically my mind glossed over. It didn't really hold my interest. I'm going to say that the illustrations are nice, and yeah, it's I don't know. It wasn't as I said, as good as the other 2. What the heck is this? I don't understand it. Yeah. I mean, her having a fight with her little sister, I mean, this girl has some serious anger issues that she really needs to get over. But I'm going to give it at least 3 stars. Like I said, not as good as the other 2 issues. It's just, you know. Alright, so the next one is Batman Night Watch, issue number 3. This features Man-Bat, which is one of my favorite DC characters. So I'm really glad that he was in this issue. Once again, it was a really good issue. It was just as good as the other 2 that came before it. So DC really has worked on really producing a comic book that has substance. Here's some interior art. You really see, I mean, Batman continues, when we talk about the Man-Bat and about how he as a person really does feel sorry for him. He tells Robin, and I'm going to tell you something, Robin really needs to start listening to Batman when it comes to the Man-Bat, because Batman knows more about the Man-Bat than Robin does. Robin tries to bring this thing down. I'm sorry, Robin, but yeah, you kind of sucked at that. You really did. Yeah, it's you know, it was just a really good really good thing. There really wasn't that much of a fight between the Man-Bat and Batman. I think because, the Doctor is still, like, mentally in some form of control over it. So that's why he literally didn't slash Batman up. But it was a good issue. I mean, you have, it's like, I don't know how many stories there are in this. I think there's only 2. You got the fire. He says Catwoman says hello. Then we have like Firefly, which is this guy is so stupid. Firefly, I'm not really a fan of Firefly. Firefly is, I would say, not really that good of a character, but overall, I enjoyed it. It's a really good issue for the kids, and yeah. And another thing that I do like about it is it doesn't have profanity in it. So yes, I do like a break from profanity. Okay, so this one, I did not know this existed, but I'm really glad that I did discover it. So when the comic books that were coming out for the week of the 2nd was released, I saw this title called Earth Divers, and I was like, what the heck is this? So I did a lot of Googling, and it's written by a Native American, which is a very interesting thing. It definitely gives the comic book a very different feel than other ones. So this is Earth Divers issue number 1. I actually thought that the shop did not have issue 1, because if you didn't have issue 1, I wasn't going to buy issue 2, because a lot of the stuff that's, you have to read issue 1 to understand issue 2. So first of all, it's about basically the Earth is becoming uninhabitable. And basically all the people that have a lot of money have left Earth to go to other planets. And basically all the poor people or all the other people are still on Earth. And this is kind of weird. Why are they wearing long sleeves? I'm guessing it's because they want to protect their skin from the heat, but that would be like really, really hot. These guys make me hot just looking at this cover. So it's published by IDW, and you get so they find this portal, and it can only allow one person in at a time, and the goal that they have is to kill Christopher Columbus. And their belief is that if Christopher Columbus never discovered the so-called New World, that we wouldn't have the shit that's the shit that happened wouldn't happen. I don't know why people think that, but they do. So first of all, I want to say the illustrations are absolutely wonderful. I'm glad that there is a woman. They were talking about how they would really like to have like a two-spirit type of person among the group. And I'm going to say something. Not all comics need to be inclusive to be good. You just have to tell a good story. And I don't seem to understand why that concept has been lost. Inclusivity does not include or does not mean anything if the story is not compelling and makes you want to invest your time and effort into it. I'm sorry, I was raised in the 80s and the 90s when people took quality story over all this other stuff. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, he tells this kid this story who obviously is probably native as well. Love the illustrations of the story. And he's on this on the, I think it's the Nina. I don't know, but he does commit some murder. Just yeah, he does. And what's interesting, it's just interesting. It's like he actually gets to encounter his target. It's interesting. Um, yeah. So overall, I am going to say that I enjoyed it. It was really good storytelling. It tells a very compelling story about these Native Americans who are trying to prevent the discovery of America, which I have a funny feeling is probably not going to work. I don't know. I could be wrong. The illustrations are excellent. The story is definitely a lot different than any comic story that I have read, and I'm really glad that I decided to pick up this book. So I'll give it 5 stars. Earth Divers issue 1, Kill Columbus, was really good. And for people that don't know, I'm going to give 5 stars to Batman Nightwatch. So, Earth Divers issue number 2, this is the one that came out this month. And once again, it continues the story of this Native American who is trying to kill Christopher Columbus and prevent the discovery of the New World. And once again, the illustrations are absolutely beautiful. I love it all. And it's interesting is makes a come about, oh, what about the Russians? And basically she said, well, we'll just go back in time. And it's like basically they think that time travel is going to solve all of their problems. And it's really it's um and it's interesting is what's really interesting is one of the things that he decides to do in this issue is he decides to take off their rudder. Now, what is so important about this? If the rudder's gone, the ship can't sail or can't navigate or you can't steer the ship. And yeah. Yeah. So it's yeah. It was the second issue was really I really did enjoy it. He's trying all these different ways to keep the ships from reaching the new world, like removing the rudder, though he thinks that if he does it, they'll just go back to the Canary Islands for repairs. No, they don't. So basically everything that he's trying to do is having some kind of weird effect on the timeline. And it's just one of those things that he doesn't realize that what's going on and everything. But yeah, the last frame of the second issue was like, oh the heck, what the heck. It was weird. It was a weird ending to issue 2. Once again, issue 2 is just as good as issue 1. The pacing of the story is good, is excellent. The story is still original and still beautifully done, and definitely 5 stars. So yeah, looking forward to the third issue. Is supposed to be coming out next month, so I'm looking forward to that when that happens. So yeah, so those are all of the comics for this video, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you know, makes you want to go and buy some of them. And yeah, so I will be seeing you guys around. Until next time, nerds, read on. Bye.